Good day, everybody. Felita here. Um, First of all, let me apologize for taking so long to um, come out to you and give you an update. I have not updated you since the last time. I guess the last time I updated you was when I actually did the big chop and I cut all my hair off. So you can tell today I'm wearing a wig today, so I wanted to put some hair on because it's a little cold here in Atlanta. So I've been going between using wigs and wearing my hat, and I've been trying to do the scarves. And I didn't really realize how small my head was until I started buying some of the scarves and some of the fitted hats, and just about everything that I buy is a little bit too big, so I have to kind of alternate it by like doubling it up or something to try to help it to fit my head. So yeah, so I guess that's one of the benefits of going through this during the winter time, is that you do have a lot of options that you can choose from. And of course, I know I definitely wouldn't be doing a wig in the summertime, but I guess if I had to, I would. But it's definitely a lot more comfortable being able to wear it during the winter, the fall and the winter season. So I wanted to come out and give you an update since my last chemo appointment. So my last chemo appointment was a couple of weeks ago, and there has been some major changes since then. The first appointment, I didn't really feel a lot of the effects after the first one. However, with the second one, I have had a lot of side effects, and this time it's really kind of scary because I'm going into my third week this week, and I'm still having a lot of the side effects. But the major problem that I've been experiencing is the nausea and the diarrhea. The nausea has not been as bad, but the diarrhea has been just crazy, absolutely crazy. And last time on my third week, everything was clearing up, everything was slowing down. But unfortunately, that's not what I've been getting this time around. I'm still dealing with the diarrhea this week. I did meet with my oncologist on last Thursday, and I told her about it. And so she prescribed a prescription for me to take to help slow down the diarrhea. And she told me that I needed to bulk up my diet. And so I've had to, change my diet and try to eat more bulky foods like toast and crackers and other bulky foods to help with the loose stools and everything. And so I've been doing that, but unfortunately I'm not seeing a lot of effects at this point. But she told me that I really have to work on getting that under control, because otherwise I would be hospitalized, and God knows I don't want to go into the hospital. So I am doing all that I can to make sure that I keep my diet bulky. I even ate some oatmeal this morning. I have not eaten oatmeal since I was actually diagnosed. Oatmeal used to pretty much be my go-to breakfast food every morning, and I realized that it has a lot of gluten in it, and I have a very low tolerance to gluten, and so I had stopped eating oatmeal. But this morning I did eat some, and I thought that was going to help, but unfortunately that did not help either. So today has been a very challenging day for me, so I'm hoping that everything stops so that I can stay on track with my treatment plan and keep my numbers up, so that I can continue to move forward with my treatment plan and don't have any delays. Another major side effect that I'm seeing is the excessive dry skin. My skin is so dry. Um, my face, when on the second, well, after the first treatment, my face broke out really bad, and my skin had really cleared up. As a matter of fact, during the time before I actually had the surgery, my skin had cleared up a lot. And so after the first treatment, my skin broke out really bad. My face, I had a extreme bad case of acne. So now I have a lot of black spots. I've got on some powder today to kind of conceal some of it, but you can see here how you probably can't see it as good, but I can see it when I take the powder off. So the powder is kind of giving me kind of an even look right now. So but I broke out extremely bad after the first one, and then my skin is so dry. It's almost, my skin almost looks like a prune. I'm so dry. And so I have to use like double moisturizers. It used to, before I started on chemo, excuse me, I could use shea butter, and shea butter really moisturizes my skin. And it really, I don't have any issues with dry skin with when I use shea butter. However, since I've been on, on the treatment plan, shea butter is not even working. So I have to use a combination of shea butter and castor oil and coconut oil. So I have to use a combination of those three to kind of keep moisture in my skin. And my face, I have never ever had dry skin in my face. I have always been oily in my face. I've always been sort of like normal to oily, but now since I've been on treatment, I'm dry, extremely dry. As a matter of fact, when I wake up in the morning, now, before I go to bed, I cleanse my skin really good, and then of course I use 2 moisturizers. I have to use like a base moisturizer. This is what I'm doing right now. I'm using like a serum. I'm using a vitamin C serum on my skin, and then I'm using a moisturizer, and then on top of that I'm using the shea butter. And so when I wake up in the mornings, I'm still faced with dry skin all over again. So it's almost like my skin is just kind of soaking up all of everything that I put on it. It's almost as if everything that I put on it is just not enough. And water is not the issue, because I drink a lot of water. I drink an extremely lot of lots of water. Sometimes I do over my 8 glasses a day, and they're not even the 8-ounce size glasses. It's usually like my 16-ounce tumbler that I use. So I'm getting the water in. It's just chemo is just so rough on the body. And so dealing with the dry skin, and I'm also seeing a lot of aging. It just seems like since I started chemo, all of this here in this area here has started to just start to age. I'm just seeing a lot of lines here, and I'm seeing a lot of under eye bags. I have never had under eye bags. And so now I'm seeing a lot of the under eye bags up under my eyes as well. So it's affecting that as well. So in addition to that, another side effect, major side effect that I'm having is eyes. My eyes they stay irritated. They're always irritated. And I forgot to mention this to my doctor last week. And at first, when it first started, I was thinking that it might have had something to do with the eye makeup that I was using. But I'm extremely careful about what I put on my eyes. So I use a chemical-free mascara, and every time I use my eyeliner, I clean the tip of the eyeliner before I put it on before I apply it. So I thought that it was coming from that until I changed over and got a new eyeliner and also a new mascara. And it turns out that that is not the problem. but what I'm having, it's almost like pink eye. Um, I wake up in the morning, well, at nighttime, my eyes get extremely irritated. I have blurred vision. It's almost as if I can't read anything without my glasses now. I do wear glasses, but I'm not dependent on my glasses. So now I have to have my glasses in order to read. Of course, for driving, I have to have that to make sure that I can see, because the vision is really, 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 really bad. So I've been experiencing like the pink eye symptoms, where I have like, looks like I've got pink eye sometimes. And then when I wake up in the morning, I've got the crust in the corners of my eyes. And the blurred vision, I've already mentioned that already. So again, I was thinking that it has something to do with the eye makeup products that I was using, and it turns out that that is not the case. What I'm experiencing is a side effect from the chemo, and I didn't know that until someone posted in the group, the breast cancer support group that I'm in. Someone's posted in the group and asked if anybody else was having issues with their eyes being irritated with blurred vision and pink eye symptoms and things of that nature. And a lot of people responded and said, yes, 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 yes. A lot of people was reporting that they were having styes on their eyes. I have not had that, but I've been having a lot of jumping. So like my right eye constantly jumps all the time. And so a lot of people responded and said that they were having that same issue as well. And a lot of people were saying that it's basically considered dry eyes. And a couple of ladies recommended some drops to use. I had been using Clear Eyes, which works during the daytime, but nothing works at nighttime. So I'm going to reach out to my oncologist and mention it to her and see if there's anything else that she would recommend for all of the symptoms that I'm having. And before I actually go out and buy the product that was recommended by some of the ladies in the group. So in addition to that side effect, I've also been I had major problems with my mouth, sore gums, my teeth. Okay, excuse me, I had someone knocking at the door and I had to go to the door. So let's see, I think I was talking about my mouth. So I have had, my mouth has been extremely sore, like my gums are really, really sore. My teeth are, and I had all of this dental work done before I actually started treatment, because I had like 3 amalgam fillings in my mouth that I had read based upon some studies that said that amalgam fillings was possibly linked to breast cancer. So I had those removed before I started treatment. So I had a lot of dental work done before I actually started treatment. And so my mouth, my tongue was extremely irritated. And a friend of mine had recommended the Biotine mouthwash, and I went out and I bought that. And unfortunately, that did not work. But everything tastes like cardboard, either cardboard or sawdust or something like that. It was just awful. And, so I haven't really been able to enjoy food because of that issue. And so, so my tongue, and then of course my throat was irritated. So all of that was a combination of things kind of working together. And when your mouth is not feeling good, you just can't enjoy food at all. And so I told my oncologist about it, and so she recommended this, I think it's called Miracle mouthwash, which is by prescription. So she recommended, she actually wrote me a prescription for that. And so I started on that Thursday. I saw her on Thursday, and I got the prescription filled on Thursday. And I started on that on Thursday, evening, Thursday night, and my mouth feels so much better. As a matter of fact, I've been able to enjoy food, so that's been a true blessing. So I'm glad that I was able to get a handle on that, because I tell you, I was having a challenge. So next week will be treatment number 3, and I'm not looking forward to it because I've had so many challenges and side effects with this second treatment. And I check my pH level every day, and I did a video where I shared with you how the importance of knowing what your pH level is in your body. And so since I had the second treatment, I have not been able to test on a level of 7 or higher. But when I did the first treatment, I was able to test at level 7, which is a neutral score, neutral point for the body. You really want to be between 7.25 and 7.45 to really keep your body on the alkaline side. But unfortunately, since this second treatment, and I'm sure that with all of the chemo going through my body and everything, I have not been able to score or move past level 6. So that's been a concern for me, but I know that the reason why is because of the chemo. So that's kind of had me not necessarily worried, but it is a concern, because I know that I've been doing good with my diet. Now, for a couple of weeks, I got off my diet and I kind of got back into some of my old ways of eating, and I recognize that this whole journey is about a lifestyle change. And so I had to snap out of it and get myself back on track again, because I want to make sure that everything that I'm putting in my body temple, is nourishing to every cell, every bone, every marrow, every tissue, every blood vessel, every muscle, every nerve, every lymph node in my body. I understand the importance of nutrition now. I knew how important nutrition was before my diagnosis, but I just did not stop long enough to really learn more and to change a lot of my dietary habits. And this has been a major journey for me. I was just thinking about growing up, how my mom, she would not cook. We didn't eat meat every day. It was like maybe about, she would cook meat maybe once a week. And most of what she ate during the week were always vegetables. We always had collard greens, turnip greens, corn, all of the vegetables that you can think of. But my mom was a very big sweet potato eater. And so she would eat sweet potatoes for dinner every single day, a lot of times, because she just absolutely loved sweet potatoes. And so a lot of times I did not want to eat, as a teenager, you got those crazy eating habits. All you want is junk food and foods that are not good for you. So she would always tell me, well, if you don't want what I'm cooking here, then you just got to fix what you want to fix. So that ended up, I would end up eating a lot of junk, things that was not beneficial for my body. So those habits started there. And but of course, as I got older, I got a little better. And then, of course, when I went through cancer, with my dad, and my dad passed away, I made some major changes after that. I lost weight, I changed my diet, and then, of course, life and stress and everything else got in the way. And so I started looking for convenient ways to eat and quick ways to eat. And so I got off of my diet. and well, I'll say my nutrition plan of, the way that I was eating previously. So I can honestly say that this has been a serious learning journey. It has not been easy. It definitely has not been easy. But I know it's a journey that is going to require major lifestyle changes. And that lifestyle change has to do with, what we put in, what I put into my body and what I consume. So now I set some goals and some standards for myself. And the main standard and goal that I set for myself is a daily goal of eating at least 3 vegetables and at least 3 fruits every single day. So in the morning time for my breakfast, I always eat fruit, between an apple and a banana, and then I'll usually do a fruit smoothie. I'll do like an apple and a banana before I go to the gym, and then I'll do a fruit smoothie, or sometimes I'll do the fruit smoothie before I go to the gym, and then eat an apple and a banana or something like that after I come from the gym. So I make sure that I get my fruits in the morning, and I make sure that I have at least 3 vegetables later on in the day. So in the afternoon, I'll do like a salad. And if I don't eat lunch, and sometimes a lot of times I don't eat lunch, I'll do a salad with my dinner, and make sure that I've got at least 2 vegetables on my for dinner. So that is a goal that I set for myself, because I realize that it's challenging to get those vegetables in, and the juicing helps a lot. The juicing helps a whole lot. And so my goal was this week was to get back on my juicing again, my green juicing, because I want my numbers to look good when I go to take my blood work for chemo next week. But unfortunately, if I don't get this diarrhea under control, I can't keep doing the juicing until I get until I get the diarrhea under control. So I just wanted to come out and give you an update. I have 2 other videos that I want to share with you, and I will upload those later on this week. And so again, next week is my 3rd chemo appointment, and I'll come out to you. My goal is to make sure that I come out to you and update you after every treatment. Okay, so that is an update. I want to thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please be sure to click on the subscribe button so that you can get updates when I post new videos. Okay, all right, so peace and blessings to you all. Thank you for your prayers. I can feel your prayers. I can definitely feel your prayers. And thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And until the next time, peace and blessings and lots of love to you. Bye for now.